Yeah. So these plans we had to pull permits in two different departments with the city of Atlanta. We had to pull with the permit office and then also the zoning office. So what I learned was working with engineers and putting together plans to submit to the city. The engineers, they measure the dimensions, right, of each room and the outside of a house. They put together the blueprint. So for the permitting process, the permitting office, that department, we only had to measure the inside of the house because there was no work that was proposed that was being done outside, right? Now, when we decided that we were gonna replace new windows and do stuff on the porch and stuff outside of the house.
More work, more permits.
Well, yeah, another department, another stamp. So now we had to get an architectural engineer, we had to get another engineer involved the same engineer to measure the elevation, but he had to use another engineer's stamp for it.
So oftentimes there's more than one engineer on the house.
Yes, there can be engineers for all trades. That means that's electrical, HVAC.
Some people think they just getting one person.
Bro, I had no clue, man. I had no clue. I was thrown. I was like, all right, this is the learning process. This is what it's going to be. So that's why you always have to prepare for it.
Always.
Prepare for the unknown. This business is going to throw surprises.
How do you prepare for those surprises? I know as a real estate agent, you know, there's tricks and tips to prepare for stuff like that.
Reserves, man. Reserves and communication. Like, I'm partnering with people on a deal right now. So, you know, we all have our group chats, our emails, correspondence, and just be timely with everything too. Because the city waits for nobody. So if you don't get something done on time when you're supposed to, the city can show up. They can do an inspection and fail you if you request an inspection and you don't do things on time.
Right.
Or they can also show up if you don't have everything permitted. They can put a stop work order.
They can show up anytime.
They can show up anytime.
Wow. Even if you own the house.
Yep.
Wow.
But yeah, one of our other projects, our project in East Point, the city of East Point is small. It's a smaller city. So I was told by my architectural engineer that they had people just drive around and they just drive through neighborhoods to make sure people aren't doing anything slick. So you
like cutting corners.
Cutting corners or doing work that's not permitted because every rehab needs a permit.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I think my
things you need to know, man. Things you need to know.
Things you need to know. Like I didn't know that. I didn't understand that. And my I didn't understand that. Go ahead. My general contractor. Where do I have this, bro? It's out here.
Right.
Perfect.
It's not on yet. You're gonna turn that on this right?
No, on the side.
Right here. You want
this? Yeah,
right here
under.
to face up, yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you zip up.
Okay, zip up. Alright, cool. That's pretty good.
Especially if you stay just like that.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So anyways, my general contractor, he was the one that told me, he's like, anything that you have, any work that needs to be done in the house has to be permitted. If the job costs over $500, you have to pull a permit. That's what he told me. And
it's better to say be safe than sorry though, right?
yes. And then of course, so there's a general contractor that pulls a building permit, right? So he manages the entire project, so to speak. And then, or if you're a homeowner, right? Now, because my business is in an LLC, I was told because I have a business in an LLC, I cannot pull a permit as a homeowner. But if it was in my name, I can pull a homeowner's permit, a building permit.
And
so
can you get fined?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Damn.
They can shut down your project. Like they can show up in the middle. You can have a whole crew here, and your guys, you gotta pay them. You can have a whole crew here, and they show up and they tell everybody to stop, turn off turn off the generator, hit everything off. They write up a stop work order. Like, all right, boom, right on the front door.
That's great. If you could tell the people. Give the people one piece of advice that you would give anyone getting into real estate, what would it be?
Man, just do some research before you actually get into the business. This business and industry is so dynamic. A lot of people think you need to be licensed. A lot of people think you need capital to start up. You know, there's a different ways that you can go, but it also depends on, you know, you personally, you know, what's suitable for you. If you're somebody who is more on the marketing aspect and generating leads and helping on the consumer side, then you might want to become a real estate agent. You might want your license. But if you're somebody who is more of a visionary and, you know, you're more interested in like the potential growth and profit margins of the business, you can get into the investment side. And it's more than just flipping, right? Because like some people think like, it's like, okay, I might want to, I can flip a house. Like, yeah, you can flip a house, you can rehab this house, but it's been 6 months. I can refinance it with a lender, get a lower rate, and then I can hold on to this property now.
And lease it.
And I can lease it, right? So as long as, like, for example, the numbers, like, let's just say we refinance and our mortgage is somewhere around $850 or $900, right? But we could lease this house out for like $1,400.
That's some extra.
That's
money
$500. That's $500 cash flow
every month.
So you can just let that cash flow go into an escrow account and save that for your taxes. That's called debt serviced. That's a debt serviced asset. So that's honestly, like, I explain that because it's more to flipping or more than investing in just flipping a house. And also people are like, how much money do you need? I mean, well, every project is different, of course. The acquisition price is going to be different. The rehab amount is going to be different. It's also, there are going to be some unknowns too. Like things come up in a project. You know what I mean? Especially if you don't do an inspection. So, and there are a number of different inspections you can get. You can get a general inspection. You can get mold inspections. You can get radon. You can get, you know, asbestos. You can get.
There's probably so many inspections.
Termite inspections. Yeah, I've done it, man. Like I got a guy on call, man. I can hit him up and he's out there in like 24 hours. He'll do a termite inspection for me. Send me a termite clearance letter or let me know if there's infestation, and then, you know, we got to do treatment.
Gotcha.
So,
thank you for those tips, though.
I appreciate it, man.
Where can people contact you?
Oh, people can contact me. My direct number is 860-605-4309. Email address amartinrealtygroup@gmail.com. And hit me on Instagram too, amartinrealty.atl. That's where you find me at. I'm there. Appreciate you, bro.